Hi, my name is Mark Fritchen, and this is going to be about gun control. So, I'm going to go ahead and go over 3 pros and cons for and against gun control. So to start off, we have for gun control. Gun massacres usually use legal guns. So the guns that shoot up a lot of people have been legal guns. Gun control protects children and family. And then there's background checks as well. We should always have background checks for those that do illegal activities with guns. So those against gun control say it's a self-defense, it's a fundamental right. It's pretty much what the Second Amendment goes over, saying it doesn't even mention that having a gun is a right. It just assumes that that's a right that everyone has, and it says that can't be taken away. So violent crimes go down when more people legally carry guns, as well as gun bans don't actually deter crimes or violence. So here we have a list of guns per capita, the gun rate per capita, and we have a few different places here. I have the rankings 1 through 4, as well as I decided to choose a couple from a little further down, just to kind of give a variety. So we start with United States. Again, United States has the most guns per capita. They have 88.8 per 100 people. Serbia, number 2 spot, has 69.7 per 100. We have Yemen at 3rd with 54.8. Switzerland at 4th with 45.7. We also have a couple down here, 58. Venezuela is 58 at 10.7 per 100. And then we have Honduras at 87, which has 6.2 per 100. Now I'm going to go ahead and go over some of the gun laws in these areas. So we have the United States. It's a permissive place. The Second Amendment gives us the right to have guns. It's regulated by federal and local authority. Handguns, semi-autos are okay without a license. Automatic weapons are okay with a license. Background checks are required when you buy from dealers. It's actually not when you're buying from a private party. You can open carry without a license, but when you have a concealed weapon, you have to have a license for that. Their punishment for violating any of these laws is 10 years in prison, is the maximum. Now we have Serbia. They're a restrictive country. The Ministry of Interior and their Small Arms and Light Weapons Council regulate their guns and weapons. The right to a private gun is not necessarily guaranteed. So no automatic or semi-automatic weapons, but handguns are okay with a license. They also allow rifles and shotguns are okay. You do have to have a reason for these though, whether it be for self-defense, sport, hunting. Those are going to be the biggest ones. So you can open and carry or conceal carry with a permit, or it's permitted, but you have to have a license. So their punishment is up to 5 years in prison. So Yemen, number 3, they're a permissive country. The Prime Minister controls the guns. The right to a private gun is again not guaranteed. You're going to kind of notice a pattern there. So the United States is going to be the one that kind of guarantees guns with their Second Amendment. Most other places, it's not guaranteed that you do have gun rights. So you can have any gun with a license in Yemen. You can open carry or conceal carry, but with both you have to have a license. Their punishment is 1 year maximum in prison. And then 4th, we have Switzerland. They're a restrictive country. The federal legislative authority are the ones that control the guns. They have the right to private guns is again not guaranteed, as I've said. So no automatics, but you can have any other weapons with a license for it. You do, again, need a reason to purchase these weapons. You can open carry with a license. Concealed carry. You can conceal carry, but you do have to have a need for concealed carrying. It's not just you have to have a license. You have to have an actual need to conceal carry a weapon. Their laws say 3 years maximum in prison. So now we have Venezuela and Honduras. For Venezuela, it's a restrictive country. The Bolivarian National Armed Forces controls the guns. Skin, not guaranteed that you will have a private weapon. Semi-autos and automatic weapons are open to official discretion. There's not really an exact law that says whether you can or cannot have weapons, but it's pretty much under official discretion. Handguns are okay. You do again need to have a reason to have the gun. You cannot open carry, but you can conceal carry with a license. Their laws say 6 years maximum for punishment. Honduras are number 87 on the list. The Ministry of the Defense controls the weapons. Skin, not guaranteed that you will have the right to a private weapon. Automatic weapons you can't have, but any others you can have with a license. You cannot open carry, but you can conceal carry, again with a license. Their laws say the maximum is the seizure of the weapon and a fine. There's not really any prison time according to their laws. So now we have these other stats over here. So the ranking on the far right side is going to be ranked by homicides rate per capita overall, and then by guns. So this is going to be, and this was per 100, this stat is going to be per 100,000. So we have United States, the gun-loving country. Let's see how many deaths there are in the United States because of all the guns that they own. Oh, it looks like they're 111th. That's about halfway down the list of homicides overall. So they have 4.7 in 100,000 people. By guns, it's 3.55. So most of those are by guns, but that seems like a very low number for a country that has so many guns. What about Serbia? Let's see if there's any sort of pattern here. Serbia has 184th rank, so 1.2 deaths per 100,000 people. And then 0.62 of those are by guns. Let's see Yemen. Yemen is ranked 109. 4.8 homicides per 100,000 people. Now this other stat, I didn't get it from the same place I got these other stats from. So this one, I actually kind of had to look around for it. So I got the stat of 84% of the homicides are by guns, and I kind of figured it out to about 0.08 per 100,000 people. So, what about Switzerland? Ranked 209. Seems like most of these are about halfway or further down the list. So we have Switzerland, which is 0.6 homicides per 100,000. 0.23 of these are by guns. Now let's go ahead and check Venezuela and Honduras. See how they kind of stack up at this point. Now we've already kind of gone over the laws, and we've noticed kind of a pattern in the laws. A lot of the laws are very, very similar. Some of them don't allow guns as much. Some of them are more okay with guns. But so we've kind of seen that laws aren't going to make a big difference. Let's see what the numbers say though. Venezuela, ranked second, the second country in overall homicides per 100,000 people. 53.7 per 100,000. 39 of these are with guns. What about Honduras? Ranked number 1. Now we kind of see a pattern of why I've chosen a few a little further down the list. So we have first and second rank in overall homicides per capita. And they don't have that many guns per capita. Yet they somehow have more deaths overall and by guns. But here we have 90.4 per 100,000 people. And 64.8 of these are by guns. You see kind of a pattern here? Hopefully that gives you an idea of what we're doing when we're trying to make these gun laws. Thank you.